The chosen one. Your greatest adversary is going to fall. You are the winner. What previously seemed too large to fight, too strong to confront, and too deeply ingrained to ever be eradicated, is now shaking. The adversary who has been working in the shadows, planning against your tranquility, has already lost authority over you. You are not the same person you were when they initially turned on you. You have been changed, strengthened, elevated. Their biggest error was failing to see that everything they did was intended to break you, only made you stronger. They noticed your brilliance, but they misjudged your firepower. They heard your name but could not recognize your anointing. They attempted to block you from getting to where you were meant to be. But what they didn't realize is that no weapon devised against the chosen one can ever fully succeed. And now, their time is up. Now you'll witness them fall. Their plots, falsehoods, and traps. All is falling under the weight of divine justice. What was concealed will be disclosed, and what was taken will be restored in double measure. The chosen one. This is a strong chapter about alignment, change, and breakthrough. This is where desires begin to come true, not only in the realm of dreams, but also in the actual world. So remain with this video till the conclusion and leave a remark with your best wishes. And the number 777. To invigorate the cosmos with your holy expectations. Now, choose one like this video. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, and let's get started. You've borne the brunt of their assaults long enough. You've missed sleep due to the arrows shot at you in the dark. You've entered rooms and felt the strain. You talked, and they rolled their eyes. You have succeeded. They murmured behind your back. But here is the reality. Every gossip, sabotage, and backhanded maneuver were all part of your plan. The anguish forced you to find your mission. The betrayal provided clarity. The mocking exposed their vulnerability. And now the time has arrived to shift the scales in your favor. Not because you reacted, but because you remained mute while heaven moved. Let it be known, heaven doesn't forget. Universal justice may take time, but it always succeeds. And the powers that formerly stood against you are being dissolved. Those who believe they had influence over your story will have no option but to see your triumph. This isn't just about people. It is about the energy that attempted to work against you. It's about envy, which attempted to suppress your voice. It's about the manipulation that attempted to cage you in. It's about the constraints that attempted to keep you tiny. Each of these forces is ready to collapse like a sandcastle. They waited for you to fold. They kept track of your failures in the hopes that you would stick around. But you didn't. You kept climbing. And each time you did, they became more desperate. Desperation causes exposure. The reality is, they have already shown themselves. You do not need to go seeking for them. Their own acts speak louder than ever. Their energy is turning against them. The weight of what they put out is now being doubled as it returns home. This is the divine boomerang. The law of return. The harvest of the seeds they sowed with their words, their acts, their intentions. The chosen one. They saw your silence as weakness, but you were sensible to not fight back. They believed they had won, but you were being saved for something greater. When you went away, people assumed you were terrified, but you were really being protected. Now the stage is being set. The curtain is now being lifted, revealing the reality. Not just you, but everyone watching. What was previously buried beneath phony smiles and superficial friendships is now being revealed by heavenly light. You walked with your head held high, even when they attempted to disgrace you. You've been doing your best. Even when they resisted, you remained focused, calm, and growing. But your adversary couldn't bear it. They were hooked to your collapse. I'm obsessed with your quiet. I am enraged by your might. They attempted to don the masks of a friend, mentor, or supporter. But the mask is continually slipping, and now is now fully falling off. This is a period of exposure, but not just for them. Yours too. Your truth is rising. Your strength is increasing. Your name is on the rise. The same individuals who attempted to bury you will have to testify about how they saw you flying. Your name is going to spread across the environment for all the right reasons. You did not pursue vengeance. Rather, you pursued your task. You remain committed to your calling. Your donation provides a source of inspiration and healing for many individuals. The opponent that worked so hard to defeat you is now impotent. Their tactic is backfiring. Their circle is disintegrating. Everyone understands their aims now. The phony support saw the quiet hostility and felt the lies exposed. You're being vindicated in real time, not with loudness or wrath, but with presence, strength, and demonstrable change. The ultimate kind of vengeance is being elevated and selected. You are quickly ascending. Allow this truth to settle in your soul. No opponent is greater than your purpose in life. No hatred, conspiracy, or power can reverse what heaven has decreed. You were born for this. You were chosen for this adventure. The delays were wonderful. The setbacks were purposeful. The quiet was sacrosanct. Your season of rising has arrived, and your greatest adversary is compelled to watch. They'll be watching, not from afar, not in quiet. They will notice the headlines about your achievement. They will hear your name in rooms they never expected you to visit. They will see the doors open for you that they worked so hard to close. They will watch fire fall on you like rain while they are trapped in the drought they attempted to create for you. You do not have to raise a single finger against them. Your elevation serves as evidence. Your radiance is the solution. Your tranquility is your protection. Your steadiness is your proof. While they swirl in the turmoil that they created, you will maintain the serenity you were meant for while they attempt to convey their loss. You'll be going into undeniable wins. Every chosen one must experience treachery. It is part of the process, but betrayal never determines the conclusion. Your endurance does. Your faith and your emotions. Your will to believe even when it hurts. That is what makes you distinct. This is what makes you unstoppable. That is why your greatest adversary is collapsing, and you are the one standing tall. Continue walking, selected one. Keep soaring. Continue to believe that every opponent, difficulty, and darkness that attempted to attach to you is being eliminated not by your hand, but by divine intervention. You won because you never allowed bitterness to devour you. You were the winner because your heart remained pure, and the prize is pouring in like a torrent. Stay focused. Maintain a sense of stability. Your best glow-up is already in process. The universe is reacting. Heaven is answering. And your adversaries are hushed by the weight of your elevation. You have borne so much in quiet. The chosen one, the whole world witnessed your grin. But they did not see the storm you were going through. They saw your power but did not hear the cry. You held back at night. You've had to fight conflicts you can't even describe. You've had to deal with unexpected assaults. The treachery did not come from strangers. It comes from people who were previously close. Your opponents did not cause all of the misery. It comes from the people you used to trust. What they didn't comprehend was that the more they attempted to break you, the more they showed your true self. Every time someone attempted to push you down, you rose. Every time they felt they understood you, you changed. You developed. You adapted. You became someone they could no longer contact. No more control. That's what really broke them. Not your failure, but your capacity to rise back up, shine, and create. Despite the mayhem they attempted to draw you into, their greatest worry was not your vulnerability. It was your fortitude. And now your resistance has turned into armor. There were times when you questioned why you were the one being targeted. Why do they appear to pick you out? Why do they pay so careful attention to you? Why do they appear to dislike you for no reason? But there was a reason. Your brightness, talent, and purpose. It ignited something inside them. It reflected their own uncertainty, passivity, and lack of progress. They couldn't comprehend how someone as gentle and dedicated as you could climb without scheming, pleading, or bending. So they sought to dampen your brightness. This was the only method they knew how. Through manipulation, rumor, and solitude. But you see, light does not need confirmation to shine. Light does not ask for approval. It just exists. It just discloses. And you, chosen one, have shown a lot just by being yourself. This is why the bogus connections are breaking. That is why the bogus love is being revealed. That is why the wolves in sheep's clothing are being exposed. The truth is rising this season, and it cannot be hushed. And when the truth becomes more apparent, your opponents collapse. Some of them will not grasp what is going on. They'll blame others. They will play the victim. They will change the tale. But the cosmos does not function that way. You can't sow sabotage seeds and expect a successful harvest. You can't construct a home of falsehoods and expect it to last. And now the collapse has started. You do not need to point fingers. You do not need to argue. You do not even need to talk. Just keep ascending. Let constancy be your reaction. Allow your progress to be your proof. You have experienced a heavenly transformation. This transformation is not only spiritual, it is tangible. It is evident. It is obvious. The environment surrounding you is altered. The energy you carry differs. You've reached a new degree of quiet, and the effects are going to be loud. You no longer enter rooms worrying whether you've been approved. You now go in with the confidence that you belong. You no longer doubt your worth depending on how others see you. You now understand your value and walk with confidence. Your enemies understood who you were before you did. That's why they fought you so fiercely. That is why they attempted to attach themselves to your path in order to undermine you from inside. They assumed they could ride your wave. But this call is not transferable. This power cannot be shared. This task is not theirs. And now the distinction is evident. You are getting promoted because you refused to play dirty. You are being crowned because you maintained your integrity. And now the tables have shifted in your favor. It's not only that your opponents are falling, it's that they're losing their audience. The mob that formerly cheered them on is beginning to realize the truth. People are recognizing the inconsistencies. They perceive the patterns. The bogus narratives are disintegrating. And you're still standing, rising and blazing. This is what makes you unstoppable. There is strength in stillness. The chosen one. There is strength in quiet. While your adversary was busy creating falsehoods, you were establishing a legacy. You were shifting as they spoke. While they were ridiculing, you were mastering. And now you are live evidence that those who remain focused will always outlast those who seek destruction. Everything that was designed to ruin you is now working to your advantage. Every delay, detour, and closed door has brought you to this precise moment. And the greatest part, you didn't have to push it. You didn't need to plead. You didn't need to sell out. You remain aligned. And alignment always prevails over agenda. The truth will always survive the falsehood in the light. Always triumphs against darkness. You're not who they said you were. You're more. You're stronger. You're wiser. And now you're freer. Because of the importance of their ideas. The sting of their treachery, the agony of their schemes, no longer grip you. It no longer defines you. They no longer have authority over your story. Your narrative is now in heavenly hands. And every page written today is bathed with favor, breakthrough, and obvious success. Those who attempted to bring you down are being removed from your path, some through exposure, some through distance, and others through their own mistakes that backfire. But regardless of how it occurs, the result is the same. You won. You won by default because you stood when others would have fallen. You win because you opted to develop rather than hold grudges. You won because you remained nice despite having every reason not to. You may not have realized the degree of combat you were facing, but you will now grasp the grandeur of your prize. You did not go through it for nothing. You did not shed those tears in vain. You did not put up with so much strain for no reason. Everything was set up for the climb you're about to experience. It was all part of the narrative that led to this supernatural reversal. And this is a reversal. The tables are changing in ways that will surprise even you. You'll see that previously closed doors are now unlocked. You will hear your name mentioned in rooms where your opponents attempted to block it. You'll get chances from unexpected sources. People will agree with you on her. Support yourself because your energy is now magnetic. It's obvious. It's quite strong. Most critically, it is protected. You don't have to pursue anybody. You do not need to explain yourself. You do not have to justify your stance. Your energy will speak for itself. Your presence will speak louder than words. Your steadfastness will speak louder than their chatter. Your promotion will be evident. So walk confidently today, the chosen one. Walk with the assurance that what was against you is no longer a danger. What was holding you back is no longer in control. You're breaking cycles. You are entering a time frame that is blessed with divine favor, extraordinary acceleration, and complete clarity. The adversary has fallen. You are ascending, and this is only the beginning. They attempted to derail your path, but your fate is too secure to be disrupted. What they did not realize was that your trip was never about them. It was about becoming. It was about learning to stand up when no one clapped and to remain strong when everything seems to shatter. How to trust when there was treachery all around. It was about being unshakable and hence selected. One that accurately reflects who you are. Unshakable. They believed their strikes would put you off course. They felt that their deception would keep you rooted in the past. They imagined you'd lose power as they went away. But here you are, still learning, growing, and becoming the version of yourself that was always intended to be. They did not shatter you. They exposed you because everything they intended to do was harmful. The cosmos has flipped for your benefit. It is a spiritual rule. When your purpose is genuine and your heart remains connected to your calling, nothing thrown at you can succeed, even if it strikes. It will not last. Even if it slows you down, it cannot stop you. Even if it causes a delay, it will not prevent you from proceeding. And right now, that truth is manifesting itself in your life in unprecedented ways. The more they attempt to dull your light, the stronger it becomes. The more they attempt to present you in a false light, the worse it becomes. The more clearly the world understands your truth. You don't have to prove yourself anymore. Your outcomes are doing it for you. Your inner tranquility, development, breakthrough, and elevation. They all speak louder than any false story could. And that is why they are terrified. Not because you're assaulting or battling them, but because you're developing beyond them. You aren't where they left you. You are no longer the person they formerly had authority over. Your thinking has enlarged. Your spirit has been polished. Your viewpoint is too sharp to be blurred by little drama or envy. You've advanced into a strange world. That is something they cannot touch. They can't disturb the serenity you now enter. They cannot touch the fever that pursues you. They cannot penetrate the spiritual protection that surrounds you like a shield. You are protected by grace, and no attacker, no matter how cunning, can reach what has been sealed for you. The cosmos has witnessed the war, the secret chats, the silent plots, and the dark traps. But your attackers forgot that light always discovers concealed things. The truth always rises. And when it does not seek permission. It sounds like thunder and clears the air. You have now entered the era in which clarity prevails over your life. You will start to see individuals for who they actually are. You will begin to realize why everything occurred. The fog is lifting. The falsehood is being revealed. And the true tale is being exposed. And you are the one who wins. You are not merely winning in the worldly sense. You are winning spiritually, psychologically, and emotionally. You are free. Freedom is the ultimate achievement. Because when you're free of their acceptance, encouragement, and mental games, that's when you really become unstoppable. They lose all control over you once your soul is no longer dependent on their approval.